Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to Sekiro. And we are here in is it the Silver Flower Field? Something like that. But we had just finished beating Sword Saint Ishin, or Ishin the Sword Saint. Something like that. I just said the exact same thing twice in a row. But there is Kuro, and I think we're actually going to go do some investigating real quick, because this might be the last episode. And as far as I was able to find out, there is no, like, if I end the game right now, then it doesn't matter. It'll show me the ending, and then I can go into New Game Plus later on. But the problem I have, I really, like, it would be super dumb if it brought back this boss, but I highly doubt that it would. I really just don't want to have to fight it again. Okay, it appears to be fine. So there's a few things that I want to do, and there is also a question that I wanted to ask. So the question first, we have actually this memory. Let's do the memory real quick, because I want to read this. One who returns from the great beyond does so at the peak of their prosperity. Ishin coveted strength and all manner of techniques throughout his mortal struggle. He wished for war until his final hour, and that is precisely what he got. Alright, so the question essentially is, I was looking up the things that I missed, and of them, there's obviously multiple endings to this game. Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go here. Temple Grounds. There's multiple endings to this game, and the different paths allow you to go fight other bosses and other mini bosses. So there's the path that I'm on. I could have gone like into a different path to unlock some of, or one boss and two more mini bosses, but unfortunately I did not know about that because I was doing it all blind, so that did not happen. And now I cannot go back and do that again. You jerk. Oh, I got him. But yeah, I can't go back. And I kind of want to fight the bosses. I figured that I could look up the endings and be perfectly fine, but you only get to fight the bosses, like, you can't watch someone fight the boss and get the same experience. You kind of have to do it on your own. And now this little lake here, I realized that we haven't dived here, I don't think. Yeah, so there's something down here. So this is the one area that I did not dive in, I believe. And kind of explaining how I figured out that I needed to go here still. I was looking up all the prayer beads in the game. Turns out there's 40 prayer beads exactly. And we currently have 37 of them because we have 9 necklaces and 1 prayer bead. One of the prayer beads, I tried to locate the 3 that I'm missing. One of them should just be down here. So I was like, hey, I never went over here. So this is the other item I was looking for. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So one of the prayer beads should be down here, probably this over here. The other 2 are locked by mini bosses that I cannot go fight. So I got every prayer bead. There you go, there's that prayer bead. I got every prayer bead that I pretty much could have physically found without... How do people do the thing where they pop out of the water? Like, I see other people... There we go. But yeah, so I pretty much got every single prayer bead that I could have possibly gotten. How do I get out of here? This way, which I'm pretty happy with, except for that one, which obviously every single episode I was always trying to remember, like, where can I go swim? I don't remember what areas would have possibly given me the ability to dive. I think this is the only area in the game that I missed figuring it out myself, essentially. Now, when we get back to our original, where am I trying to go? Right here. We get back to our original point of there's bosses in the game that I still want to fight. And I'm thinking I would just go into New Game, because in New Game Plus, you don't have to reacquire prayer beads. So I would just go into the next game with my current strength. Granted, the enemies would be harder, but I would prefer that as opposed to having to like meticulously explore all the areas for all the prayer beads again and make sure I get every single boss again, because I could definitely finish the playthroughs a lot faster without having to do that. And so I would like to go down the paths for the 2 other endings that would give me more bosses to fight and new experiences, because I think that would be cool. And I was wondering if that would be interesting for other people to watch as well, because we'd be going through stuff I've obviously gone through before, but then we'd also be seeing new stuff. So hopefully the old stuff that we already know would go quite quickly, while the new stuff would be interesting and maybe take a little bit longer depending on how difficult it actually is. It's mostly going to be just boss fights, I think, that is new. Maybe like one new area. So I'd like to see anyone's opinion. I know there's not a whole lot of interest in these videos, but maybe at some point there will be. And I'm not necessarily done with Sekiro, but I'm trying to figure out if I should play it just in my free time or if I should record it. And I'm leaning towards just recording it and seeing how it goes anyways, but let me know if anyone has any opinions. Now, if you see in front of me, apparently this giant carp, if you remember, we killed, or we gave the truly precious bait to the giant carp, and for some reason it's here. I don't have any understanding why or how you're supposed to figure out that it gets here. Like, I just would have had no idea. The game, as far as I can tell, the game gave me no hints that when the carp died it would end up here, because there's a whole bunch of carp skeletons in the water at the Fountainhead Palace, so I assumed that they just die there. Seems like a logical assumption to make. But we get this great whisker, which will actually allow us to continue that quest with the Pop Man. And we should now get the last treasure carp scales that we were missing. Unfortunately, I think we're missing exactly 4 treasure carp scales, and we only need 2 more to complete all the items, so there's 2 extra treasure carp scales in the world for you. But how you would get those treasure carp scales is you get 1 for feeding the truly precious bait, and then you get 3 more for feeding the second truly precious bait. Unfortunately, we just immediately killed the carp. But I think through finishing this quest, we should at least get 3 of those 4, which would allow us to buy everything. So now we can give this guy the Great White Whisker. We get a divine grass as a reward. And now I think, I don't know if we can just reset it by resting, but if we want to finish this quest, yeah, there we go. So if you remember this old lady, it turns out that the old lady who was on that roof and this old lady are probably sisters or something. One of them like went crazy and went up into that staircase and killed all of the nobles and then died. And this old lady is now here.
お疲れ様でした、父様。永遠などなくとも、私も姉様もずっと一緒ですよ。だから休みましょう、父様。
And then I think she also now just passes away. So yeah, there we actually got all four. So we should have every single treasure carp scale in the game now. So we can go back to Potman and buy the rest of what he had. I don't think it'll actually change anything with him. I thought like he's over there like if you give me more scales I'll become bigger. And I don't think that actually happens, but we will investigate because all I did is read how to finish the quest. I did not read what happens if you finish it. So alrighty, and we can see that we needed exactly 7 more. We have 9, so we'll have an extra 2. Just like I said we would. And that completes his entire inventory.
Oh,
so let us go to the dilapidated temple, teleport back here, come and see if he became a big carp or not. And so this is one of the ways to get the lapis. I think there's only 6 lapis in the entire game for one playthrough, which means you can't get all of the upgrades in one playthrough. Where are we going? Right here. So you can only get 2 of those final upgrades, because 2 of them cost 2 lapis each, and the other 2 cost 3 lapis each. So you would obviously need 10 lapis, but there's only 6 in one playthrough. But it's good to pick up all of your lapis because you get to take your lapis with you into the next game. So that way the next time you would only have to find 4 of them to complete everything as fast as possible. Alrighty, what do you have? How am I supposed to give you more scales? That is not possible, sir. Unless, like, the only thing I could think of is if we didn't buy the mask fragment from that one guy, maybe that would have changed things. And if we gave all of the scales to one person. But I don't know, like, there's not even, I don't even think that this information at the moment is researchable. That would be what I would try, but I honestly don't think I have the patience to try it all over again throughout another campaign. I'd rather just not have to worry about all the treasure scales and stuff. So I probably won't do that, but if you're interested, try to feed the truly precious bait to the big carp before buying anything from the second pot noble, and then make sure that all of your scales go to the same pot noble and see if that works, because both pot nobles, once you feed one of their precious baits, the other one dies. So Obviously, the one in Harada Estate, you can get the Withered Red Gourd really early on, which seems useful. So that one seems like the easier one to just buy something from. That'll help you throughout the game, and then you'll want to give him all of the scales. But obviously I messed that up very slightly by immediately buying that mask piece when I saw it instead of waiting. So there's nothing in this box, right? Unfortunately, we can't get those last 2 prayer beads, which I would have liked to get. But if you noticed when we went to that temple grounds, we dove, we found that last prayer bead that we needed, and we found one more item that I was curious if it would be there or not, because we have done everything completely out of order for that item to actually work. But there's a chance it might work, and if it does, I'm going to try and go with that ending. Now, can I find that item? Right here. Holy Chapter Infested. A holy book on enlightenment inscribed for the divine child of rejuvenation. For an age I have been blessed by the worm. To be undying is to walk the eternal path to enlightenment. Thus, I must become enlightened to understand why I cannot die. It is said the holy dragon's origins were in the West, so I wonder how did the worm come to be bestowed upon me? Now, I'm going to do... I didn't know that if we would get this item or not, because I didn't know if it would be there. Because, like I said, we've already passed all the milestones where you would normally get this item, so I think maybe the people making the guide for that ending weren't exactly sure what you needed. But we do have another item that's in that guide, which I'll show you real quick. So if you remember, we tried to do the Divine Child's quest, and where is... She gave us an item. If I am not dumb, I will find it right here. She gave us rice for Kuro. And my understanding of it is you get this rice for Kuro, and you have to make sure it's before you kill the Divine Dragon, because after you've killed the Divine Dragon, obviously Kuro goes to the Silver Flower Field, and you can no longer give him the rice, which is what happened to us. But we talked to Kuro all the time. Like, literally, I was going back to him constantly, trying to figure out little bits and pieces of lore, see if he had anything new to say. And apparently, when you give him the rice, what he gives you is a sweet rice ball. But he gives out 2 sweet rice balls, apparently. So we talked to him enough to get the second sweet rice ball without even knowing that we were doing that. So there's a chance that we can... I didn't mean to do that. There's a chance that we can do the quest without actually having to turn in this rice for Kuro, because we have the sweet rice ball, which should be the only other requirement to do this quest. So I'm curious if this will work. I have no idea if it actually will. If it does, then I suppose the wiki on this quest needs to be updated to say that the rice for Kuro does not matter and you don't need it. But you're obviously going to get it either way. But I think you could get a second rice ball. So let's talk to her. So we want to give her this holy chapter.
受け取れ。
それは
お主に渡してくれと書かれていた。
ありがとうございます。受け取ります。
どうした？
私はあの人たちをまだどうしようもなく憎んでいるのです。
Alright, I wasn't expecting that to end so quickly.
巫女の死のお米が豊かにさあ、豊穣。
Okay, so as far as I know, anytime she can give you rice, you just take it and then you eat it. But let me oh no, don't jump. Let me try something. She is still here, huh?
ミコお待ちすみませんお米がまた
Okay. We might have to do some teleporting and some shenanigans. Because we need to get her to go into that Hall of Illusions, which supposedly, like I said, we've been doing things out of order. So at this point, I'm riding blind with just my understanding of how this quest works and trying to get it to work on my own. In theory, we should be able to get her to go to the Hall of Illusions somehow.
ミコのお待ちしさあ
あ
北条
あ、礼を
はいしっかりかまた
So you can see we got another thing of rice. And I have no idea how much rice she's gonna give us because we didn't take all that much from her yet. Okay, but it looks like we may have triggered what we needed to trigger.
ミコの忍びおいでくださったのですね
牡蠣だ、食え。
いただきます
So I do remember reading that you're supposed to, at some point, give her another persimmon.
ミコのようこそすみませんお米また
Okay, now we might have to... Let's rest first, see if that fixes it. It appears to have done nothing. This is gonna be really repetitive until it actually works and or does not work. But the fact that we keep triggering stuff makes me think that we're doing it. This guy's like, this man just keeps teleporting here, eating this crazy rice and then teleporting away. Alright, let's see. She might even have more rice for us.
ミコのようこそミコのお米さ
Oh,
Oh my lord. How much rice do you have, lady?
かたじけな。
お米またすみまお米また
Okay. I'm just trying to like exhaust the dialogue repeatedly. At some point, she's gonna leave, hopefully. Or she'll just give us rice infinitely and I'm gonna spend about 20 minutes looking like a complete moron. Are you just snoring now?
ミコお待ちすみまお米またまた
I am intrigued by the fact that sometimes it gives me the option to give her a persimmon and sometimes it does not. We may have just broken it. I'll give it like 2 more. But like I said, the guide did say you have to do all this stuff before. Like, I'm not even supposed to have killed the divine dragon yet for this to work.
ミコお待ちさあ
Oh.
ほ
I might just like click off and go back to that guide real fast. So what else does it say over here? See, the thing we were supposed to do is give the rice for Kuro before we defeat the divine dragon. Oh. So what I think I'm missing is we need
はい
to
しっかりかまた
we need to eat the rice ball. Let's try that. I obviously forgot about that part. Supposedly eating the rice ball. But see, this is where you might need two. Because you're supposed to eat the rice ball, and then she wants to talk to you about the rice ball? Holy potatoes. These things seem like they would have been way better used in like a boss fight rather than just eating them. Alright. Let's hope we actually have another thingamajig. I don't know. I feel like I had 3 persimmons. Here, take the persimmon. Oh, what? This has not happened before. She just like stopped talking to me. Alright, I don't think this is working. Do we have any more persimmons? Okay, we have 1 more persimmon. I'm starting to think that this isn't going to work. But I feel like I gave it my best try. Nope, please. Either way, if it doesn't work, I would like to leave with a thing of rice so I can use it against the Demon of Hatred. Hey, how's it going?
Oh. で
はい、しっかり。また。ミコのお待ち。すみおこまた。また。
I don't think it will work without being able to give the rice to Kuro. Because what else do we have? She should just theoretically move after we eat the stuff. So after she falls asleep. All right. I mean, we could just try and skip to the next part of the quest and see if that works, but we'll do this whole song and dance one last time. Hopefully we can do it with just resting. Is she sick again? Yeah, she keeps getting sick. Oh.
ミコのしようこそ。すみません。お米がまだまた。さようならあなたの行く末。
Alright, well let's make sure we actually get some rice. Then we'll try and skip. Actually, let's just skip right now. So where we're supposed to go. We'll try this really fast, see if the item's there. If it is, then we've done it. If not, then we goofed it. Which, granted, we goofed it a long time ago, but that's beside the point. I would like to get this off of my screen. Thank you. What the heck? That was cool. Please give me health. Thank you. So you could also do this once you have the death air blow. For whatever reason, the death air blow works on these guys, like at all times. How? And so that's a useful little tip if you're in that area that has a whole bunch of those guys with long arm centipede Sen-Un. You could just use this air death blow on all the other guys besides him. As you can see, you don't even really need to lock on, it just kind of works. So I believe that this guy is the guy who should have the item, and he obviously does not. So I think that is the end of our attempts. We're gonna go grab Rice, and then we will go fight the sculptor. Or who I think is the sculptor. I do not know if that is true. But it would make sense, right? Because he's missing his left arm. He has a left arm that's made of fire. So it seems like, and all he talks about the entire time is fire, fire, wrath, fire.
Miko, yokoso. Sumimasen. Oko mata. Sayonara, anata no yukusu.
That's odd. I did not expect her to stop giving Rice at any point. I also do not see her here. Huh. Alright. Well, that didn't work out at all how I thought it would. I didn't think we'd be able to exhaust her out of Rice. Maybe because we teleported to the same area?
Sayonara, anata.
Simply due to the fact that something is different, I'm not okay with this ending. But yeah, I guess the last thing, since we can't finagle our way, or at least I don't believe we can finagle our way into... No, don't rest. I don't believe we can finagle our way into this other ending. We're gonna just go kill the sculptor and then see our normal ending? Oh. Alright, fair enough. Well, I don't think it worked. Unlucky. I tried everything. Alright, let's go. Where is that? The flames of hatred. Yeah, I guess the guide was right, probably. Something like that. I think you need the 2 sweet rice balls is the problem. And I obviously cannot get another one. So I was going to equip the rice. Because there's obviously no use for being stealthy in this fight. I wonder if we should use any of these though. I heard that these last not as long as the actual sugars. And we have so many of each of the sugars. We only have 16 of this one, maybe 35, 26, 35, 49. Actually crazy. Alright, so we'll put the rice on. Hopefully we can use the rice. Using the floating passage. Is there a better... What is this Dragon Flash? I want to see what this does. Quick draw. Draw your sword from its sheath to slice at a high speed. Draw your sword from its sheath to slice at a high speed to unleash a shockwave together with the slash. Yeah. Alright, that's cool. Fancy. Okay, hold on. We gotta rest to get our spirit emblems back. Fine. I don't know if there's gonna be any point to using that. Okay, so we do have one more attack power than last time. Plus, I could just like burn all of my skill points to give us more attack power to make this easy. But I would like to get that other skill, secret skill, to get whatever Emma has for us. Do I want to do this? Because either way I'm going to have to farm. No, whatever. Do we have the finger whistle? No. We need the finger whistle. Because we figured out this at least does something. Also, we could use the Ministry Dousing Powder. Because the Ministry Dousing Powder does have... And we never found a use for this hidden tooth, as far as I know. Huh. But the Ministry Dousing Powder does make you take less damage. And we have 30 of it. So it reduces buildup. It also heals the status, which our gourd does not heal the status. And it reduces damage from burn attacks. So we might keep that one in mind. If we do light on fire, that one's a better choice than the gourd. Because the gourd's just not going to do anything if we already are on fire. Alright, let's do this. Whew. I don't know if I'm ready for you, sir. Okay, jeez, oh Pete, man. Still don't like that attack. It just does so much damage. I think we're doing pretty good at the moment, though. At least decent. Okay, well, definitely could have done that better. Got the stagger. And we're about to finish him. I was right on top of a fire. God. Now seems like a good time for the rice. Now seems like a good time for this. Alright, we're back to this attack. What? Wait, what? Alright, at least we dodged that attack this time. Okay. There's a stagger. Nope. Dang, you jerk face. I'd like to use pellet at the moment. Okay. We should probably gourd up then. Okay, we're doing okay, but not great. We're close to another stagger, kind of. This will probably be the stagger. Nope, not quite. There it is. Okay. Last phase. No, I just want to drink a gourd. Can you please stop? What the heck? That seems like a very unfair version of that attack. Alright, we are pretty much out of healing, which sucks a lot. Well, he didn't like... Okay, we're still alive, though. Okay, we need to get him out of that corner. Oh, that's really bad. Shoot. Now might be a time for divine grasses as well. Oh, you only get one, huh? Good dodge, good dodge. Not good whatsoever. How many attacks does this combo have? shoot. No, my lordy! I used so many of the times I used the finger whistle, it didn't work because he was in the middle of a different animation. I hate that, man. We were doing okay. I don't have any real better ideas. Besides, we should just be able to do it, pretty much. That's what it boils down to. But that took all of our reses. I feel like that was gonna be one of our best tries, but I ain't here to give up. Let's do this. I feel like we're doing really good right now. Come on. Good stuff, good stuff. Second stagger coming soon, maybe? There it is. Oh, that was bad. Okay. I think we're doing decently, but not great. Oh, okay, we're lucky to have lived there, though. Oh, I was out of range. Dang it. We need to pellet, preferably, so we can actually survive a hit. Well, that was lucky. And then very unlucky. So I guess it evens itself out. Okay. Seems like a bad day at the moment. I forgot about that attack. Oh, no, what? That's a one-shot? I don't remember that doing that much damage in the past. Okay. That's a real frustrator right there. Why is this fight so hard, man? Dang it. Yeah. I felt like that was one of our best starts as well to it. Like, we kind of dodged everything very well, including that attack. Come on. More damage is required. I tried to block that. Okay. I tried to run around that, but okay. That just has too good tracking. It is undodgeable if you're close enough. Alright, we're not out yet, though. Okay, now we're out. Probably. I don't know how that hit me. Some of these things. This guy's moves suck. I hate it. Aren't we due for a stagger? Like right here? He's like one hit. He keeps switching it up. He's supposed to... Oh, we got so lucky. He's supposed to do the long range, like, little fireballs there. And he keeps not doing that. I was in the air when you hit me, supposedly? Well, this is not going well, I would suggest. What? Gotta watch out for this one. Damage time. And out of here. Back in. Ah, I tried so hard to dodge that. Alright, that was good. Alright, not good. Very bad. Come on. Oh my god, I even did it right that time. I dodged and then sprinted, and it wasn't enough to get me out of the way. Da 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 da. This fight's so difficult. I don't even think it's actually that hard. It's just like impatience is a killer. Nice. Well, I was trying to block all of those, and I ended up not really blocking any of them. Wow, I hate that move. Always looks the exact same as the other stupid move. The one where he does the left-footed stomp. How did that hit? I was both blocking, nor did I get hit by that. I can't do anything at the moment. Just mistake after mistake. Shoot! I'm on the other side of him, but it doesn't matter. Well, there was my only possible res for this fight. I needed to use that not right now, preferably. But I can be perfect. Nope. That was comedic timing, I suppose. Stagger? Nope. Do we have a stagger this life step? Oh my lord, I despise that attack with a passion. Yeah, we do have a stagger, it's just really late because we've been doing damage so slowly. Oh, I thought for a second there I actually did damage. Alright, well that's a problem. Seems like a bad day. Alright. We just need to manage his attacks better. And I need to learn how to dodge that attack at some point, hopefully. Alright, well that doesn't work to dodge that. Alright, come on. He like curves towards you. It's so frustrating. Alright, can we be perfect for the rest of the fight, including 2 health bars? Seems unlikely, but I'll try. Alright, well that seems like a fitting way to die. Shoot! Well, I think we're gonna have to save this for the next episode. We have tried very long to beat this guy. I'm thinking that I might go farm out skill points real quick. So that way I can get enough skill points for this, and then figure out what Emma has for us, as well as get a few extra skill points. So we'll get the 1 skill point that we need for this, and then get a few extra skill points that we can put into our attack power. Maybe get a few extra points of attack power so this doesn't take quite as long. But I think that'll be really the first time where I actually like farm that isn't going to kill one group of enemies. I might have to kill enemies quite a few times, but either way, unfortunately we couldn't do that Divine Child quest. I was hoping we could get into it, and this guy's real loud, huh? But I was hoping we could figure out our way to get into that quest, but that didn't really work out. But yeah, we will fight this guy again next time, and then hopefully next time we will defeat him. And then we can see the ending of the game, and then you guys can let me know if I should do New Game Plus, if I should just maybe show the new bosses that we haven't seen, although I would prefer to just do it all because I don't have a whole lot of time. So if I'm playing stuff, I'm probably recording it, and I want as much stuff to put out as possible. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.